Hi, Joel Rollins back for Rave Radio on day 2 of InfoComm 14, and I'm sitting here, thank goodness sitting here, it's been a long morning already, with Brady Bruce of Jupiter. Brady, thanks for being with us.
Thank you, Joel.
Now, this is a very impressive exhibit. I see an awful lot going on. Tell us a little bit about what Jupiter's here at the show doing.
Well, we're back for the 3rd year with Canvas, which is our collaborative visualization suite. We debuted the product here in 2012, showing that the content that used to be sort of locked to the video wall could now be shared with remote users on laptops, smartphones, tablets. Last year we were back with new mobility features, and this year we're back with new features that are driven by our cadre of dedicated Canvas users in the enterprise.
Okay.
And so that includes things like audio. Our customers in the Global 1000 said, this is fantastic, I can see all of this content, all the cameras pointed around the enterprise, the live data coming from business intelligence systems, process management systems, the rest. Why can't I hear anything? And that's something that, it's funny, in an AV industry, we've concentrated a lot on V but not much on the A, at least in a unified way. And now, so we've added an audio feature to Canvas that allows us to listen to audio associated with any stream on my phone, tablet, laptop, or on the video wall.
So you have all these streams up on the wall. I could look at them from, say, my iPad and
Absolutely.
listen to them at the same time.
Absolutely.
Select a stream.
Yes.
And be able to monitor it.
And decide with whom to share it. So I may see something interesting happening. I may be in London today. You're here in our headquarters in Las Vegas. I see something happening at the factory in Singapore. I need you to see it. So I open up the canvas that's got that event happening in it. It may have several different views of the factory in Singapore. And I say, share with Joel. Click Share with Joel. You get a notification on the wall here, or maybe you're in your office on your laptop, says Brady wants to share a canvas with you. You click OK. Now we're looking at the same thing, working in real time, seeing live video coming from Singapore, including maybe live volumetric data coming from a production line there. And we go to work on the problem. Maybe the production line is not functioning properly. And then we can go add. I say, well, we've got Hans in Berlin who knows this system better than anyone else. Let's add him on. And we begin to work through the problem. And since I've got Singapore on the line and I've got the plant manager there, I'll ask him to take his iPhone or his Android phone and walk up to the device that doesn't seem to be working properly and aim that at the machine. And that's now a source in our Canvas system. And so I can draw.
So that remote user isn't just listening and watching. He can actually contribute to the stream.
Indeed. And so while he's pointing his camera at the machine, I can say, look at this area here. I'm circling it on my laptop, wherever I happen to be, or on my iPad. He sees me annotating there. You see it on the big wall here. Hans sees it in Germany on whatever device he has. Hans says, no, that's not the area. You need to be looking at this area. And we all see it together. So real collaboration, real work.
That just opens up a world of possibilities beyond what I've seen in most collaboration software, especially the multiple stream thing. Tell us about some of the most demanding and unusual things that you've seen done with Canvas.
Well, that's an actual real-world case I just gave you. Okay. So a major pharmaceutical company headquartered out of the United States with 19 factories around the world. And it turns out that one of their primary concerns, and I hadn't imagined it, are seismic events. So you can have a modest Tembler, the kind of thing, I live in San Francisco, we wouldn't even notice it, but you've got a multi-million-dollar production line that's making drugs, gets thrown out of whack even just a little bit, just by a couple of degrees. I've got expensive ingredients going in and junk coming out the other end instead of the medication I saw. So they need to be able to intervene and find out exactly where the problem is and get that facility back up and operational. They have supply chain with goods coming in one end of the factory and finished goods going out the other. They can't afford to have the system down. So this is really about monitoring, interacting, and solving problems in real time.
Now, you and I had a really interesting talk about this last week, and one of the statistics that I thought was great. Tell our viewers, how many people can use a Canvas system?
The number really is unlimited. We don't know what the limit is. We haven't seen it or reached it. We posit that there isn't one. I think the limit on a successful collaboration system is really down to human dynamics. How many people can be part of a meeting and communicate successfully and collaborate effectively? It comes down to people, not machinery.
I can see this having huge functioning control rooms. We have a lot of clients in the security business, for instance.
Yeah.
And they've all got enormous control room walls. Now you're saying that you could send, if you had an issue, you could actually let someone else from outside look at it, send a guard to it, and have him send video back of
Yes.
what was going on.
That is the shift. The video wall is everywhere now. Right? It's not locked to one fixed location. It's on any mobile device you have in front of you. And remember, as I said earlier, in the case of this factory story I told you, the mobile devices are not just destinations for information, they're also sources.
Okay. Well, that does make it very different than the things I've looked at so far.
So you can imagine in a security story, you're exactly right. We see something in the main control room happening. There's a visitor coming up to the back door we don't expect at this time of night. We don't recognize him. He doesn't seem to have security clearance to come into the building. I can send the guard. He can see the image coming from the security camera as he approaches the door, and he can go up and interview that person. I can see it and hear it back in the main control room. He may say, look, I forgot my badge, but so-and-so can vouch for me. We can then add that person on their device. Say, can you vouch for this person who has no credentials?
How secure is a Canvas system?
Well, that's critical. If you're going to liberate the information, the next thing you have to do is protect it. And so Canvas uses object-level security to tag all of the people that use the system and all of the objects that are available in the system. And what that means is I may be looking at what we call a canvas with a small c, some rectangular array of visual information that gives me meaning of some type. And I don't know what your security clearance is. I have clearance to see all 6 of these windows that are in this canvas, but maybe you only have permission to see 4. So when I say share with Joel, the Canvas system looks at the object level permissions and it'll show you the 4 you can see. The other 2 are blank and says unauthorized. And what that eliminates is a sort of unauthorized disclosure, right? Things I might do just by accident. I don't have to know your security clearance.
Could I share in an ad hoc manner with somebody? I mean, for instance, what software do they have to have on their computer, iPad, whatever, in order to be able to view a stream?
What they need right now is a Canvas software client, which they can download from, let's say, the Apple Store or the Google Play Store. So you can download it there. If your company has a license, you just put in the information and you're good to go.
Great, which means that if I needed to get somebody up and running on it fast, I know they already have access to where the software is, and I just give them permission?
Yeah. So if they have access to a network, can download software, it's very quick. Install it and install your license information.
Now, I know Jupyter for advanced video wall processing systems.
Yes.
Is Canvas paired to Jupyter systems, or if I were already in some other type of video wall or shared facility, could I use Canvas?
Well, right now what Canvas needs is a PC platform to operate on. And since most display wall processors don't have an operating system, Canvas can't run on them. Our systems in the Fusion Catalyst line have been running Windows 7, for the last 5 years. And they have powerful Intel CPUs, hard drives, solid-state drives, memory that allow us to run complex applications like this. So right now it'll work with a Jupyter display wall controller, but any Windows PC, any iOS, any Android device.
Okay. I'm looking at a video wall to our side here with a very advanced CAD model on it.
Yeah.
You decide to share that with me in Canvas, and I can certainly send things back to you. Can I mark it up?
Absolutely can. So one of the features of Canvas is real-time collaboration, including annotation on top of live video. So as you and I are collaborating from different parts of the world, we see something happening on video. For the first time, you can actually annotate directly on video as it's happening. So I'm not looking at a picture of something happened 10 minutes ago or yesterday, but right now I can say that bag somebody left behind there is not supposed to be there. Oh, I think this person over here left it. Go find that person. So we're interacting in real time where this area of the machinery seems to be out of whack, right? So
I think that's one of the things that's impressed me the most is the speed, that it is a real-time system.
Yeah, absolutely.
What booth are we in?
We're in the North Hall in booth N1105. 1105.
You have a very impressive display going. If people want to come down and see this, I would urge everybody to, actually, because it really is an impressive thing to look at. It's almost too much, actually. What other products are here to look at?
So we've also debuted a new display wall processor in the Fusion Catalyst line, and this is the display wall processor we call Fusion Catalyst 4500. As I mentioned, the Fusion Catalyst line all feature Intel CPUs, hard drives, lots of memory. This is the beefiest of the bunch. So this processor has an Intel hex core E5 processor, a minimum of 24 gigs of RAM and a minimum 500 gig hard drive. So if you're an electrical utility running a complex SCADA application, if you're a manufacturer running complex process control applications, you can run it directly on the box, and by the way, directly on that wall. So that entire wall can be a Windows application with video overlaid on it. These processors are built to do all the decoding and coding and scaling of the video on our purpose-built cards, but that PC that's built in there is for you to use for the applications that are mission critical to you, that you need to get on the wall and share with people in a Canvas network.
If I'm from New York, for instance, if I wanted to take a closer look at Canvas and Jupyter systems, how do I locate someone who can help me with that?
Just go to Jupyter.com and go back to the About Us page, and there's a sales area link there, and it'll show you the local contact in your area.
Great. I'm looking forward to doing that. And actually, after this, I would appreciate if you can give me a tour.
Thank you.
Brady, thanks so much for being with us today.
Thanks, Joel.
And enjoy the rest of the show.
All right.